Richard Drax.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I stand here most humbly at the heart of our democracy to represent my loyal constituency of South Dorset and family and friends who don't have a chance such as this to say farewell. And thank you to the Queen for more than 70 years of service. The rich contributions in the House today just show how she's touched every single one of our lives. It's absolutely extraordinary. And if I may end the story about David Knott, mentioned by the Honourable Member for Tooting in her touching speech, what she didn't say was, because I know David very well, the Queen rang him 4 months later and said, because of the difficulty we had last time, do come back and have lunch again. And he did. That is the lady we are talking about. One such friend is Admiral Woodward, the last admiral to serve in the Royal Yacht and who knew the Queen extremely well. Sadly, he lies very ill in hospital, but I know that both he and his devoted wife Rosie want me to tell you just what a kind, remarkable and dutiful woman the Queen was, and how she will be sorely missed. None of us will forget what happens at momentous events where we are. I was returning from Birmingham from a meeting with the Defence Committee where we went to go and see Boeing. I felt like everyone in this House and all the eloquent and excellent speeches I've heard, and millions across the world, an overwhelming feeling of loss. It was personal. We've heard that so many times tonight, and shockingly real. I was fortunate enough to have the honour to serve the Queen for 9 years in the Army, meeting her twice, participating in her unique birthday parade on 2 occasions. There was not a guardsman that would not have followed the Queen to hell and back had she ordered it. Such was the affection they had for her. And on that note, allow me to tell you a very short story. As I returned to Wellington Barracks one morning, I looked into the company office and the company clerk was sitting behind his typewriter. He was covered in bruises. It looked as if he'd run into a brick wall at 90 miles an hour. I said to him, "What on earth happened to you?" In a deadpan voice, the clerk explained he'd taken his wife out to the pub when 3 troublemakers entered. During the evening, these troublemakers picked a fight with the couple and began to insult his wife. I intervened and I said, "I quite understand, I can understand, I see what happened." He said, no, sir, you don't understand. My wife and I could take that. But when they began to insult the Queen, that's when I got stuck in. I gave him the day off. Of course, it was not just the military who adored Her Majesty. The outpouring of grief from every corner of the world is testament to the level of respect and affection Her Majesty was held in. The Queen has been an integral part of my life and all our lives for so long. She has been the linchpin of our country, and her devotion to duty and country has been so extraordinary that I suspect many of us have taken her for granted. And like so many things we take for granted, it's not until we lose them that we fully appreciate their value. And as I drove up today in the car, I couldn't help thinking that her parting reminds us all to hold dear to those we love and to keep saying we love them. So on behalf of my constituents, my family, my friends, rest in peace, Your Majesty. God save the King.
Sarah Jones.
Thank you, Madam Deputy